We have seen in previous session how to create or how to manage the file using editors and DOS copy command. Naturally, you may ask me one question, that when we can manage the file efficiently using editors, then what is the need of the concept of file IO in C language? You see, the need arises because we'll have to manage the files at runtime, at execution time. This means we'll have to create the file at execution time. His program is running and we want to create a file. Then we'll have to add something to the file at runtime. We'll have to delete something from the file at execution time. And that is why the concept of file IO is needed in C language or in any language. Okay, I have selected a very small program to explain the concept of file IO, file input output. Okay, now you observe carefully. Here I have declared a pointer, namely FP. This is pointer to the user defined data type, namely file. I have written this one using capital letters, FILE, and we know that whenever we want to create user defined data type, we must use capital letters. It's a structure declared in stdio.h. So file is a structure defined in stdio.h. So remember that this is a very important structure and which is defined in the standard header file stdio.h. Clear this point? So after execution of this first statement, FP will point to the user defined data type, namely file. Clear this point? Now see the second statement. Here fopen is a standard library function. The job of this function is to create a file fp1.c. I have enclosed name of the file using quotation mark. So fopen will open or create a file, namely pf1.c in writing mode. I use the word mode because we can open the file for reading, we can open the file for writing, we can open the file for appending, etc., etc. So here my job is to open a file in a write mode for writing. Okay, now this fopen standard library function will create a file pf1.c in writing mode and it will return a file pointer. So that file pointer will assign to FP because FP is also a pointer to the user defined data type, namely file. Okay, so this assignment is perfectly alright. Now after this, let us see the third statement. Here the statement is fprintf. It's again a standard library function. The job of this function is to store the string. Here string is Raju Daraskar to the file, namely pf1.c. So right now FP is a file pointer which is pointing to the pf1.c and I am storing a string Raju Daraskar to this file, namely pf1.c. Is it clear? So what I am doing, I am storing this message or this string to the file pf1.c. Clear this point? After that I am closing the file using file pointer fp. Understood the working? I'll repeat the procedure again. Here I have declared file pointer, then I have initialized that file pointer, and using that file pointer I am storing the message, the string, to this file pf1.c, and after that I am closing the file. Now you see, compile this program and see the output. How will you see the output? At user prompt? No. We'll have to see the output. We'll have to load this file first. What is the name of the file? pf1.c. I'll use Turbo Editor for loading this file. Press Alt F. Now press this enter. Now enter the file. You see pf1.c is created. Now press enter. What is the content of the file? The name of the file is pf1.c and content is Raju Daraskar. So we have created the file at runtime, at execution time, and we will store the message inside the file. Is it clear? Now I'll show you again the same program. Now this time I'll change the content. So my name is Raju Dharaskar, so I change the message. Again I will compile the program, and now again I will check the file, namely pf1.c. So what is the content of pf1.c? This time my name is Raju Dharaskar. So at runtime our program has created this file pf1.c, and using fprintf we have stored the message inside the file. Don't you think that it's a very interesting? Now I'll show you the same file from DOS prompt. Now what is the name of the file? Just see the file here, pf1.c is here. Now type, using type command I can see the content of this file. Type pf1.c and press enter. My name is Raju Dharaskar is the content of pf1.c. So understood the meaning of file IO, why it is necessary? Because we can handle, we can manage the file operation, file reading and writing operation at execution time using file IO, and that is why the concept of file IO is needed. Thank you.